Now we can put it back on. As you can see, it is fucked up a lot of different shit. Somebody once told me your mom was going to own me, so ate her pussy in my shit. She was looking kinda dumb, the way she's sucking yum. Pooping on your nugget on your forehead. Well, she's sucking you dry, she's sucking you dry. Now you're looking like you're really getting high. Pooping on a nugget till your brain gets dumb. Shitting on a nugget like a bum bum bum. You're watching the hell out of this movie right now. Hate to take you to a movie theater. What, they smoking weed? thought this was like a mother and son relationship. What the fuck?
Okay. I'm just as confused.
I'm lost. Don't even look like they're really having sex either.
Huh?
It don't really look like they're even having sex either.
No, they don't.
Sorry. Your knee okay? You gonna die?
Yeah, since we gotta take the legs, I think I will maybe.
about to fall. I would have laughed.
It would have sucked so bad.
You're gay? You're gay. You're gay. Quick copy me. You have. I know you would. You're in the mood. You don't think I didn't pick up on that? Because one of us is in the mood and one of us isn't. Well, now you're not in the mood because I mentioned it.
I said coffee.
But if I got over there in this joint, you're like, yes, please. Hello, it's me.
Are you trying to wreck me 76 or are you just that bad?
Whoops. Oh, if Hunter C. Johnson's in here, I'm in top split.
Green flag. Oh man, that's it.
Alright, got myself up to 8th. It's not bad. You called what? Who are you talking to?
And the alcohol was still the same.
Who's that, Cheddar?
Oh yeah.
Tell him I said, what's up, Cheddar?
You could, listen.
You don't even know how to respond to that. Alright, about to start this up. Extracurricular first, real quick. Gotta get in the mind state for this. I'm already at 94, goodness gracious. Whoa, whoa. You hear any background noise? It's because of a movie. Got sinners going on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I ain't got no cheddar.
How the fuck did you hit a 5, bro?
A 5. He hit a
That setup got to be real nasty.
JJ, oh my god. Ugh. The fact that so many decent people are in this race, it's actually annoying. Whenever you want it. All right, time to go.
Queen at 4, sets of tires. We're way good on fuel, so go like hell. The estimated strength in field is 2,487. Earl, just another quick one here. Obviously, once he gets to pit road here on the front stretch, that'll be the best time for me to try to talk to him. So just every other lap or so, you might give me a opportunity to get in there if it's not too crazy. All right. But you should be lining up on the outside if everything holds true. The road is closed. I think we should be behind the 7. Behind the 7. Bossman, we on 1 to go. Give me a quick radio check, please. We're thinking, hey, car's off. Are you ready? Behind the 5.
Okay, I got it.
Open. Pit road open.
Hey Hunter, the one truck last race. Apparently he's something we dealt with all the time.
Yeah, he's a little beast. Can't stand that sucker. Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but we made a little net code contact into 3, so he got all pissed and he just flat footed me into 1.
I was too far back to see that. You and him were about 8 seconds ahead of me and JJ.
Yeah. that's just how he
All right,
drives.
buddy.
so
Line up
he,
behind the 5.
I don't know. I don't think he likes the competition. I mean, I figured I ran him clean. I mean, we made little door contacts, but I mean, it's almost basically a one-lane racetrack if you don't, and he just flat-footed me.
The road is closed.
Yeah, there were two out at a time, man. I was in the middle, and he just drove it off in the middle of the corner and spun us out.
Oh yeah, I had a front row seat. Like I had 8 minutes of damage, and he had like none. So he got better and ended up wrecking me.
You're going to be lining up behind the 5. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 5. Well, 1 to go. You'll be on the outside, looks like. We're going to restart behind the 2. We're coming to the green, right? Looks like it's the race car lights are off. Alright, you're ready to rock and roll. Race car's off, you ready? Green light. Inside. Clear. 45, 21, 2, 5, inside, go inside. Still
My
there.
bad if I chopped you there.
Inside. 23, 22, 3, 4, in and out. Still there. Outside, water outside.
Sorry, I didn't realize we were actually
Still there. 22.285. 81. Again, the fast started right. 21.677. Still outside. Hey, baby, I need a couple more laps like that last one.
Yeah, he did the same thing to you earlier. That's all right.
Good job.
Do you save it?
Clear, clear, clear.
Yeah.
Side. Side, 23.643. Clear level.
Randall, I'll give you the high sign. Go ahead, Hunter, I see you there.
22.47.
Thank you, good sir.
23.107. I don't see anything wrong with the race car. I think we're okay, but 23.086.
Thank you.
Thank you.
22.846.
Take it. Thank you.
23.095. Pass guys running 22.757. 23.091.
James will be top of for you.
Thanks, buddy. Shit, the ring there, Ricky.
Take it.
Yeah, I did it.
Thank you. Bring it around.
I have the same dude that turned me early.
Oh, playing games a little bit.
Wrecking on four, guys.
So what you got going on out there, bud? Kind of, what is that laying up your road right there, that shiny thing? What a small piece of metal it is. Yeah, why don't you go make sure what that is? We don't mind leaving. Pit road is closed. We should be behind the 3.
Cool. Black flag passing to the yellow. Because of a fucking lapper and this game sucks.
Pit road is open, adjust your brakes if needed. You may panic or cause wrong. Careful. Come around the safeguard. You're going to be lining up behind the 17. You should be behind the 3. Looks like you should be lining up behind the 10. You may turn behind the 2. Get behind the 12. Get behind the 12. Here we come, fellas. 10 away now. 5 away. Good, sure mark. Now, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Leave it on me, copy. Go, man, go, 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 go.
Is that a stop and go or just in the wrong line?
Alright, bud. Apparently we were
Oh,
we were
what's
in
up,
the
brother?
corner.
So either we get a car from as I hit the road or I'm fucked.
Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 15. 1 to go.
What happened?
Tail end,
I just need one down.
field.
He'll come back.
Please be on the inside. Alright, buddy. Line up behind the 16.
That sucks.
Lean him up there, boy. Alright, bud. Ready to start off. You ready? Green flag. Well, let's get along with these lappers. And 4. 30.834.
on up. Come on up.
22.376.
That's when you say you're welcome.
Hey, if you could stop running qualifying laps every night, that'd be good.
Copy that.
Yeah, I agree. I want something a little different this race, and that ain't working.
22.617.
So you out here at the and let me have a good time.
I mean, you're definitely quick.
This whole time I thought you could get confidence boost.
22.434.
Yeah, I don't have that mode where you just turn left and drive off.
684.
Dave, did you hear about Dalton?
22.89.
No.
Outside. Still outside. Clear.
We will never be seeing Dalton Collins again. Oh no.
Permanent ban?
NASCAR up there. 22.906.
Don't be an ass.
He's my buddy, but God, he does some dumb shit.
Leaders running 22.595.
So like right there, how you turn and just drive off, I spin out.
Daniel, man, you need to become a band. Somebody fucking wrecked and stop losing iron?
Yeah, 929. 23.115.
I definitely want to see you guys.
Leaders are running 22.489 outside. Quarter outside. Clear, clear. 23.2.
How many sorry? Look at this.
started yet?
Not good.
Later when you get to meet the daylight.
23.115. Out of the way. All right. 23.325.
Yeah,
23.072. Still inside. Get him out of the way, Earl. North, come on.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I knew you were playing around. yellow did good.
Shut up. I've been needing one for 30, 40 something, 60 something laps.
I thought you needed the yellow.
Come to the white.
I do, but it's too late now.
Side, 23.
I don't know why anybody decided to drive smart at 10:45 at night.
Never limit. Yeah, 1.5.
Flag back ticket there. Seven.
Good one.
We have a slow one at the bottom. This is a slow car on the bottom. Checker. Great day. You fellas did an awesome job this weekend. Yeah, 10-4 everybody. Good race. Did a really good job. Good job.
Ha! fell asleep. Oh. Ooh. She said she's really gay. She's gay. this movie's officially weird.
I couldn't get into it.
Very weird. I don't get what the message is, so...
I don't either.
Be a vampire? Is that what we're saying?
Right. I think the movie was overrated.
Well, if you ask Lule, she says it's the greatest movie that's been released so far. Do I know how? No. Oh man, I'm really cutting it close, am I not? Cutting it pretty close. Oh shit, it's in here. Oh no. There it is. Oh, I want that. Yeah. Peace. And then done. And then close, close. Garage. My setups. Go scroll down. Right there. There. Andy. Benchmark. Race. Done. Butter. Hit. Cheddar. Sip, sap, patty whack, give a dog a bone. That's why they say hump it home.
You're so fucking weird.
She said, hup steps, 2 steps, 3 steps, 9, 7, 6, 5. Oh my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, poop a nugget just for you. How do you want it? Like super glue? Oh.
We have 2 sets of tires. 1 to go. So looks like it'll be on the inside. Should help us a little bit. The estimated strength of field is 1,796. Alright fellas, get refocused now. Everybody settle in, make sure all your equipment's correct. Jack looked at, all that stuff. You guys might want to try to do some work on the back side of pit wall here. Get your shoes dry. If nothing else, for when you get up on the wall, get some towels or something put on top of the wall so that you don't slip when you jump off. Close. Alright, we need to be behind the 24. like nothing a little wax won't take care of from here.
You alright there, 6?
Yes. Yeah, I'm alright.
Alright, fellas, hop up here. You're ready to kick this thing off. Fun for fun today. Hey, start down, be ready. Green, green. Outside. Clear. Outside. Outside 2. Outside 2. 1. Outside. Right outside. You're clear.
Out of my fucking way. I checked out back there. Oh, yeah.
Just trying to get my footing right now, boy.
6.197.
Hell yeah, the back steel car.
Outside. Still out there. Clear high. Still there.
What the fuck are you doing?
Caution, caution. Ben, tell me what you got. Radio check in the pictures, guys. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ryan, you had blinked out back there and gonna have to come all the way. Just let me know.
Alright, looks like you've been lining up behind.
I did what?
You blinked out for like the whole turn of
Now,
turn
we haven't
4.
hit nothing, just keep rolling, man.
Yeah, so
Normally my connection's really good, but the past 2 days I have had like random spots where it's done that.
okay, well, I'm just letting you know, but
Appreciate it. If it gets bad, let me know.
Yesterday I got disconnected from a race for the first time ever. Pace car's backstretch, slowing down.
We've already opened. Looks like you'll be lining up behind the 25. Closed. We're going to restart behind the 25. Should be lining up behind the 25. One to go. Alright, bus is going to be starting on the inside. Alright, we need to be behind the 16. Should be lining up behind the 16.
Okay, 17, just so you know, you're starting to think pretty good too.
Too.
Oh, do it, Earl. Yes, sir. The boss man, pace cars off. Look, the man, that's fun. Ready, green, 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 green. That's that 9, 1, 2, 4, 7, 1, 3, 8, 6. Go outside, outside. Go clear. Outside, caution.
Nice. Really appreciate that, number 4. That was ridiculous. We got a long way to go, man. Still.
Man, pace laps here are brutal too. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't even, he wasn't even inside me, outside me, nothing. Just took me out in the middle of the corner.
So 9, are you just trying to be a butt?
Alright, buddy. Line up behind the 25.
Pace car's already on the backstretch, boys.
That was just a pit maneuver, sir.
What was that, Ryan?
Pace car's already like in turn 3.
Kyle Larson did that earlier.
Open.
Pace car's in 4, slowing down.
Whoever that is in 11th place, 12th, 13th place, he want to get to the pit.
I don't see anything wrong with the race car. I think we're okay, but looks like nothing little wax won't take care of from here. Closed right now. $24. Get the lucky dog. Gonna have one coming to the outside, outside.
Hey Ryan, watch out, man. I just watched the replay of that 4 car, man. He just straight drove right through me in the middle, like in the middle between 1 and
We
2.
should be behind them 24.
Be careful he doesn't do that to you.
Gonna line up behind the 25. Get behind the 25. One to go. I think we're going to be on the inside. go, try to get a little bit heat in them. Hey, start off the red. Green flag. Outbound. 1.198. Still there on your quarter outside. Clear. How do you run the track from here? Jump off. Clear. Outside. Outside. Clear high.
TJ, you have a little bit of damage on your right rear now because he ran you over.
Hey, that last lap was good. Looks like nothing but a lap quality there on some of your... Outside, outside.
Appreciate you.
I knew that dude was going to come right. With all that damage.
Who are you talking about? Guy bounced off the wall?
I don't know. The dude that had damage in the back, I was kind of like swerving all around, blocking everybody.
His car's backstretch.
Lining up behind the 4.
be nice if y'all would have waited at least one more lap. It's going to be real tight on fuel.
Here we go, fellas. 10 away now. 5 away. That's your mark now. Turn in, nice and easy. Leaving on me. Go, man, go, man, go. Pit road speed. We're gonna run out of tires, man. Alright, looks like you're gonna be lining up behind the core. Come around 12. And behind 4. One to go. You're on the outside. You should be behind the 5. Alright, man, let's start thinking about a restart here. Give us a good one. Alright, man, let's do it. Paint songs off. See you ready. Green flag. Contact run 4. 5.
my god! Check off! Oh my god!
We're gonna restart behind the 5.
Yeah, fucking good one there, Ben and Jerry. You stupid fuck. Brake check me going into 3.
Pace cars backstretch.
Yeah, I found the collection plate.
Man, I was hanging too far back. I couldn't get in on that one.
I missed the collection plate. Hard to pass here without like being a dick.
No, it's easy to pass. You just gotta go and actually.
Open.
Sorry, man. Everybody just like don't know how to pace, I guess. My fault. I hit you, man. It's my fault. Damn.
The road is closed this time. Get all the picker guys over here at the back of the pit box. Get those guys, coach, get those guys over here. 24, get the lucky dog. Coming to the outside, lap car. Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 24.
Got extracurricular on the track.
Come on, what are we doing?
Man, y'all are a fucking bunch of dumbasses, dude.
Alright, we need to be behind the 5.
No, nobody. I don't know what they're doing over here.
Beef on the track. Beef. I don't know what it was all about. I just looked at my rearview mirror and I saw somebody coming up and tackling a dude behind me.
I'm talking about the 12 car doing donuts or whatever happened and coming out of the pit. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Field of Dreams is over there to your left when you come out of the pits. Drive over there and look at it.
They can be lining up behind the 5. Good job, man. Coming halfway this time. Double them up, double them up. Gonna be on the outside. Try to make shit happen here. You're gonna be lining up behind the 4.
Anything you just tried to say?
Let's try and go green the rest of the way. What do you say?
Please, I got stuff to do.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get this fucking thing over with.
Hey Ryan,
Real close. Real close.
I think it's gonna be tight for everybody.
Yeah, I don't plan on letting near me.
Get those tires cleaned off, but get ourselves a good start here. Okay, let's do it. Race on is off. Here it is.
When I get you two to the bottom. What was that? That was, thank you.
20 if you don't mind giving me the inside when I get to you.
Or I promise you, you have no regard for anybody, bro.
Oh, this is just a disaster. Call.
Oh, dude, that was bullshit.
Fellas, we have got a very, very difficult official this week, so make sure we're minding our P's and Q's. Somebody's reporting he's dropping oil.
Appreciate that brake check for no reason.
So 4's caused 3 cautions now? That's 4 people he's wrecked out of this race.
No, he's out of the race now, definitely. There's no way he's going to be able to recover from what he just did to me, but I got too much damage. You just blew my fucking engine, dude. Like, who goes and runs me so hard in the corner to go into the wall and then wreck me into the wall? And then wreck me into the inner wall? Like, what is the point?
He did that. Pace car's middle back, slowing down. Myself on the inside wall, blew my engine on lap 8. And he hasn't said anything to anybody, and he can't even control his car, and he won't tow. So he's just barely trying to get to pit road. He has no sportsmanship at all. Like, just runs people over intentionally because they're faster than him.
Yeah, and then after he wrecks, roll back into the racing line and try to wreck someone else.
Yeah, I could have done the same thing. I could have rolled up the track, but the fact is I was already pissed at him because he ran me into the wall. Like, you already tried to block me 2 different times. I finally get to run on you and you still act like a dickhead on the track, bro. I promise you, if it was real life, you would get punched in the face.
He ran me over in lap 8. He hit TJ Bass, which gave him damage, and then TJ ended up wrecking out later on. And then he hit somebody else before he took you out. I think he hit the 5 car and like ran him up into the wall. And the 5 has damage on the right side from hitting the wall.
Nah, dude just plowed me into the wall for no reason. Like, you're defending what? You shot your tires. You don't know what you're doing. That actually right now has me really heated. I normally don't get pissed about this shit.
Tony, you got a whole lap to make up, bud?
Yeah, I do.
I forgot to get fuel.
Mike.
I hope I don't regret staying out.
Yep.
Last set, I had to go in.
Yep, too much. Yeah, 4, I really hope I see you on the track later, bro, because I'm literally just gonna do it to you, bro. I really don't care. You've actually pissed me off.
Alright. Well, you hit the wall.
Bro, no, you've been... Now you want to speak up when you've wrecked 4 other people, bro. We don't even want to hear from you anymore, bro. When I see you next time in a race, you're done.
I literally had people like private messaging me telling me to watch out for him.
Yeah, 4, like, you want to speak up now, bro? We all of us in this lobby do not care, bro. Next time I see you, Trent, you're done.
I was saving fuel.
I don't want to hear it.
Interesting here.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you were saving fuel. You blocked me 3 different times on 2 different laps, bro, and then you run me hard into the wall, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear what? That you hit the wall and I hit you?
Bro, you ran me up into the wall, bro. What are you talking about? You blocked me 3 different times. I had to take the most awkward line to go into that. First off, and then second of all, you ran me into it. What are you talking about? And you ruined 12 and 2 other people. What are we talking about, bro? Get out of here.
Watch the replay.
Nah, bro. No, I don't care. You're done next time, bro. I'm gonna run you the same exact way you were racing everybody else.
You been driving like a douche for the freaking whole time, guy. Come on.
What you wanna apologize to him or do whatever to him? What's your excuse for lapping 8 when you took me out?
You cut my nose off twice.
So it's everybody else's fault besides yours. Can't take accountability. I'm going to let everybody else enjoy their race. Next time I see you on the track, bro, I'm racing you exact same way, dude.
That ain't cutting your...
Come on, bro. We're fixing to go racing. Let's go.
The wall, and then I hit you.
Ryan, that's sick. You got the 3 with the AC Delco car. That looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way, but yeah, it looks pretty good this time.
Where you hit the wall.
Hey, Ryan, I hope you win this, bro. Definitely deserve it. I was going to be up there with you.
Let's go GM.
Hopefully my tires hang on.
I was saving fuel.
I really don't care. I don't think anybody else cares. You're a dick on the track.
Well, that's fine. You hit the wall before I touched you.
Green flag, green flag.
Go watch the replay. I never touched you. You hit the wall coming out of 2, and then I got into you.
Your problem is you don't know how to lift. You just drive right through people and think that that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to lift when you cut me off twice. No, it's not my problem to lift.
How did I cut you off twice when it was in the first damn corner?
It wasn't in the first. It was in turn 2.
No, it was turn 1 from the damn restart on lap 8. You sent me off in between the 2 turns into the wall.
Okay, well then you got the entry going into 1, and you got the exit coming out of 1 into the short chute. So it was twice right there.
Go watch the replay, you idiot.
Listen, dude, this is being not broadcast, but I got a guy with a spot, and he told me everything. But I'll go back and watch it. But go back and watch the deal with the 6. He hit the wall before I ever touched him.
Yeah, I've watched all of your I watched your entire race since you took me out, and I've watched you run the 5 car up into the wall, and then I've watched you drive through 2 other people without lifting. Like, you have no regard for anybody on the track. You just...
For real, you've caused like 4 cautions, dude.
There's no defending it, bro. Just shut up, Trent.
And we've had 2. Well, who's the other 2 people I've run through?
Me and the 5. We just said it.
And gave him damage to his car.
Can we quit talking about it while everybody else is trying to race?
Sorry, Ryan.
When you ran...
Yeah, well, hold on. I didn't run through the fucking 6. He hit the wall by himself.
Appreciate the hell out of that.
That was interesting.
Damn.
What's going on up here? Check up turn 2. Robert, I like that Williams car.
Yeah, I saw it on Trading Pains. I like it.
Are you from Tulsa?
No, I just used to use them a lot.
I do a lot of business with Williams.
I like their travel stops. I bought a lot of fuel from them.
Well, damn, I should have pitted.
Yeah, 30 laps, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, I've pulled it off once before.
You're so fast, man. You should have pitted. You still would have won.
Yeah, you're right. I should have.
Kayla, go to bed. You've literally fallen asleep twice. I've watched you.
more, let's go. White flag, white flag.
You got it, and I can't do nothing with you. Finish the race, bro.
Good win, Matt.
Whoa. Good race, man. That was fun.
In about 2 minutes, the tape will be up on rumble.com, Lucky Buzzards, if you want to relive all the glory.
I'd rather not relive that horrible decision that handed the race over.
Yeah, especially you were the only one.
No, I had something for him until Ford took me out.
Most of the time.
I was catching you, Ryan. Like, I was able to pace up there. It's just, once the Ford took me out, it was over.
Check your flag. Sorry, buddy. All the way around there. We'll keep working on it, man. We got a good race car.
Everything happening with the Jeffrey Epstein case gets more and more unfathomable by the day. It's like the plot to Moonfall, how it just continuously gets more insane as it goes. We are now looking at the possibility that Ghislaine Maxwell might potentially receive a pardon of some kind. You know, the co-conspirator to Jeffrey Epstein, the most notorious sex trafficker, pedophile in the world, his partner, by the way, the only person to ever face any repercussions for their involvement in Epstein's crimes, is potentially looking at a pardon. Is that not the most sickening thing you could possibly imagine? So what's happening now is this administration has fully kegeled the orb of confusion, and they've completely stopped pretending to give even the slightest fuck about the Epstein files. They're not even dropping morsels of information regarding that anymore. Instead, they've shifted their focus to Ghislaine Maxwell, whom is somehow drumming up quite a bit of support from like chunks of the MAGA team, Squad MAGA. Like, there are people unironically cheering for Ghislaine Maxwell as if she's some kind of fucking hero right now. She is a child sex trafficker. What is happening to the world? But now, since the administration has completely given up on ever releasing the Epstein files, it seems, they are talking with her and dangling a potential pardon and recently like this limited immunity in her face. Which, if you have your thinking caps on, if your IQ is, you know, above 60, you should be able to recognize how manipulative this is. Why would you not release the Epstein files? You have them. Well, actually, if you follow the storyline, if you follow the lore from all of the seasons of this anime, first, there were no Epstein files, there was no blackmail, it was just Epstein, there were no, like, you know, extensive list of clients that were implicated in his crimes or anything. Then all of a sudden, no, there actually is a list, but it was all made up by the Democrats. It was a Democrat hoax, you know, orchestrated by Obama and crooked Hillary and all of that. And now all of a sudden, we gotta go talk to Ghislaine Maxwell to get that list. As of now, she's allegedly been asked about 100 different names, but I can't get into the spaghetti and the meatballs of it because none of it's being done publicly. All of that is happening behind closed doors for some weird reason. But if those names are people implicated in Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, they need to face justice, and the question needs to be asked, are they even going to be prosecuted at this point? Because it's been years and still nothing is happening. The files are still not coming out, but now for some reason the focus has shifted away from the files to now talking to Ghislaine Maxwell to get a list of people, which I find to be very peculiar. To me, what this seems like is whatever list they have, they can't scrub the names off it that they'd like to, so thus they just, that hot potato is never coming out. So instead, they're going to shift focus to Ghislaine Maxwell, who is someone they can have, you know, absolve those they want absolved. Because if there is a pardon on the table, you bet your sweet Bippy she will motorboat whoever's tits are required there in order to get that. She's not going to implicate people that don't want to be implicated if it could cost her that pardon. It's very clear she will give the names that are going to be the names they want released and omit the ones that they don't want out into the public. It just, to any sensible human being, this should be a huge red flag. You have all of this evidence, all of these Epstein files. You are not releasing them. Instead, now you are going to Ghislaine Maxwell to give names, and you are meeting with her privately. None of this is being done publicly, by the way. They're meeting with her privately.
Are we really about to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell? That's the story we're going to go over today. Look, we know that Bill Clinton knew Ghislaine Maxwell. We know Trump knew her as well. We know he wished her well, but previously this was unthinkable, as she is literally the only person, the only co-conspirator who's ever faced any consequences for the abuse that Epstein did.
Now, right off the bat, I've seen a lot of shift in the focus here to Bill Clinton, about Bill Clinton's involvement with Epstein and all of the children. Yeah, I have no doubt Bill Clinton not only went to the island numerous times, that dude was probably there doing unspeakable crimes so frequently he probably had his own fucking suite built there. Like, I have no doubt about that. Lock him up. And everyone else associated with this. I don't know why there are some people that are, like, using that as a smoking gun, like, look at this hypocrisy. You'll call out, you know, Trump for his handling of this, but what about Bill Clinton? Bill Clinton's gonna be in those files. You okay with that? Yes, you Sharpie huffing, paint chip eating goobers. Who the fuck is going to be shedding tears over Bill Clinton being thrown in the slammer? I don't know too many Bill Clinton enthusiasts on this planet. Like, maybe I just don't see it. Like, how many Bill Clinton fans are out there with their Bill Clinton cologne and their Bill Clinton phone and their Bill Clinton crypto coin, wearing their Bill Clinton shirt? Like, it doesn't exist. Anyone associated with these crimes needs to be held accountable and thrown in jail, no matter what party they're affiliated with. I don't know why all of a sudden Bill Clinton's being brought up like it's some kind of monkey wrench in all of this.
She was sentenced to 20 years in prison and was charged, among other things, for perjury, aka lying, although she was never ultimately tried for it because they went after the heavier counts. However, Maxwell is appealing her conviction, and her lawyer has been pushing to get this in front of Donald Trump. This is a quote from her lawyer, quote, "I'd be surprised if President Trump knew his lawyers were asking the Supreme Court to let the government break a deal. He's the ultimate deal maker. I'm sure he'd agree that when the United States gives its word, it should keep it." Of course, referring to the non-prosecution agreement that Epstein had with prosecutors back in 2007. This all came to a head today when Trump was asked if he would consider pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell, and he wouldn't rule it out.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if she
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something. I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
But you wouldn't rule it out.
I love the way CoffeeZilla covers things. His coverage of this is extraordinary. All of this is such important information. So Ghislaine Maxwell, she did have perjury charges. Shocker. I hope you're sitting down for this, but it turns out a child sex trafficker is also a liar. It turns out they don't always tell the truth. So she does already have a history of lying. So you're now going to her to get these names while dangling a potential pardon in front of her. Yeah, I'm sure we can really trust everything she says in regards to this now. Wake the fuck up, drooling idiots. Obviously, Ghislaine is not going to say names that could jeopardize her chance at that pardon. So if there are names that, you know, the administration doesn't really want out there, Ghislaine's not going to give it to them. She is going to omit those, so that way she can increase her odds of getting that pardon. She's not going to try and anger them by giving all of these names. And she's already made it clear she has no problem with lying in general. So it's a completely untrustworthy person to go and get this list of people, which the administration had already said didn't exist like 2 weeks ago. It's so fascinating how this whole thing is playing out here. Just release the fucking files. Just release the files. That is the way to prove that you are innocent, that you did no wrongdoing. You know what makes you look like you did tons of wrongdoing? Continuously refusing to release the files, trying to downplay the severity of those files, saying that people are bad people if they care about Epstein and everything that happened there. That's what makes you look a lot worse. If you haven't done anything, the files should have been the first thing that he released, which was one of his promises, that he would release those Epstein files, which he still hasn't delivered on, and doesn't seem to have any desire to. It's just absurd, and people are gobbling this shit up. When he's directly asked, if he would, pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, all he says is, "I haven't thought about it, but I am allowed to do it." That seems to leave the door wide open to a pardon to a fucking child sex trafficker. That is insane. That is absolute lunacy. He didn't just say no or anything. He didn't even tiptoe around anything even resembling no. He just completely opened the door I can do it. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
His deputy attorney general is meeting privately with Maxwell. Of course, everybody was okay with the idea of her testifying in public in front of Congress, but that's not exactly what happened. Instead, what Todd Blanche did was privately meet with her in a meeting that nobody was allowed to see. And he said in a statement, "Today I met with Ghislaine Maxwell and I'll continue my interview of her tomorrow. The Department of Justice will share additional information about what we learned at the appropriate time." Of course, that's brought to you by the same people who said they'd release additional credible evidence. So we don't exactly know what that means.
Exactly as CoffeeZilla described, Ghislaine Maxwell testifying publicly in front of Congress is so much different than privately being interviewed by the DOJ here. If this was all public, where she was disclosing these names and having these conversations, it would be so different. But it is behind closed doors, and nobody gets access to any information that they discuss. That's a little fishy. That smells a little stinky.
And When Maxwell returned to prison, she returned with a white box of materials, which a lot of people, myself included, found very strange because she left with nothing. We also have to note that Todd Blanche was Trump's personal lawyer, so some people are calling it a conflict of interest. Even though he is no longer the personal lawyer, he is now the Deputy Attorney General.
Well, now, isn't that the damnedest thing? What a fascinating coinkydink. Trump's personal lawyer, who is now at the DOJ, is the one spearheading these interviews with Maxwell privately. The only person that could potentially omit Trump's name in relation to Jeffrey Epstein if his name is implicated in there? What are the odds of that, huh? And I imagine that box of materials that she returned with was nothing of concern. I'm sure that was just it was a box of Labubu, probably. They gave her a bunch of blind boxes so she'd be able to entertain herself by opening some awesome Labubu or something. I bet there was nothing important in that box that she somehow mysteriously returned with.
Now, Ghislaine's lawyer gave some statements on the matter. He claimed that she answered all questions truthfully during her DOJ interview and now says she is seeking a pardon, though she says she hasn't approached Trump about it directly, but that they hope a pardon is in the works.
We haven't spoken to the president or anybody about a pardon just yet. And listen, the president this morning said he had the power to do so. We hope he exercises that power in the right and just way.
I love that statement. She answered all questions truthfully. Yeah, that holds a lot of water. As if the lawyer's going to come out and say, well, actually, she lied about a few things, but overall, she did say, mostly accurate things. Obviously, he's going to say that she answered truthfully. There's no way of knowing if she did or not. It's all fucking private in the first place, but she does have a history of lying. She did have perjury charges that weren't pursued, but they were present. It is crazy to see this unfold, and how he is now saying, we hope that he'll do the right thing and use that power to pardon for justice here, and pardon Ghislaine Maxwell, one of the most fucking infamous child sex trafficking co-conspirators of all time. It seems like people are forgetting she herself participated in the trafficking of these children, calling them her slaves and shit. What the fuck is going on here that this is even something that's a possibility? It is so sick and twisted, and it's unfolding right in front of people's faces.
In fact, there are already rumors coming out from some sources at ABC News that Ghislaine Maxwell may have already been granted a limited form of immunity to testify in the first place, presumably only for the new information that she's talking about. But still, it does seem like a pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell is very much on the table, very much possible, and it's sick to imagine that the one person who's ever faced any consequences for the most notorious trafficker of all time might get away with it.
It is completely deplorable. And that is what's been happening for years, with everyone involved in the Epstein crimes getting away with it. Except Ghislaine, she did face some punishment, but it looks like there is a chance that it might be overturned here, possibly. And the fact that it's even a possibility is horrifying. That is terrible. Now, as I said earlier, the names she gives, I would love to know if there will ever even be anything that comes from it. The names that she does provide and whatever evidence she also provides, are they even going to act on it? And I don't know the answer to it, because I think there is a very likely scenario where she only provides names, like a curated list of names, where she will give them, and then they might pursue those names, but she leaves out tons of evidence and tons of other names because that would disrupt the possibility of this pardon. I think that is very possible, and hopefully, maybe eventually, we can actually get some justice here. Hopefully, there will be a pursuit here of these criminals eventually. Maybe it comes from Ghislaine Maxwell giving those names up. Maybe not, I have no clue. But once again, to tie it all back to the beginning, why not just release the fucking files? Just release the files and also get names from Ghislaine Maxwell. Have her testify publicly the right way. Have her give all of this information and this evidence over so the public can know that there was no fishy business going on behind closed doors. Why wouldn't you want that transparency? That's been the #1 buzzword for this administration is transparency, yet every step of the way with Jeffrey Epstein, it has been nothing but hidden agendas and under the table dealings and shit. It's it's absolute insanity. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to give you the update here to this. It's unbelievable. That's really about it. So yeah. There is huge censorship going on in gaming right now. I'm sure a lot of you saw Steam a few days back announced that hundreds of games have been pulled from their catalog because of the efforts of a group known as Collective Shout. Collective Shout is an organization that has been forcing payment processors to bully platforms into removing games they deem unfit for sale due to the themes around them. And for Steam's case, they targeted hundreds of adult games that featured, like, rape and incest. And a lot of people were pumping their fist like, yeah, that's good. How could you possibly be mad at that? Less degeneracy and disgusting shit on the platform. This is a big W across the board. It's not censorship if it's things I don't like being taken down. Obviously, like every weapon out there, this is only going to be used for good. Clearly, they're only going to use this power to take down very bad, gross things. Which is the most low IQ take you could ever have. Collective Shout, just yesterday, has now also gone after itch.io, and they have removed every single not suitable for work game from their platform. Not just rape and incest games, all adult games. We have de-indexed all adult NSFW content from our browse and search pages. We understand this action is sudden and disruptive, and we are truly sorry for the frustration and confusion caused by this change. Recently, we came under scrutiny from our payment processors regarding the nature of some content hosted on itch.io. Due to a game titled No Mercy, which was temporarily available on itch.io before being banned back in April, the organization Collective Shout launched a campaign against Steam and itch.io directing concerns to our payment processors about the nature of certain content found on both platforms. So this is the playbook here. Collective Shout is a very powerful organization who somehow has a lot of leverage on payment processors. I don't know if they're just over there giving them perpetual wet willies, or they got some serious dirt on like the upper echelon elites in the food chain at the payment processors. Like they got proof they're in the Epstein files or some shit. But they have got these payment processors by the nutsack, and they are squeezing the piss from their balls. So now the payment processors are LARPing as the moral authority on what people are allowed to spend the money they earned on. So they're making these sweeping censorship changes to Steam and itch.io. Steam, they made it very easy for...
Well, once again, we are talking about a controversy having to do with Richard Childress Racing. This time it is Austin Hill with Eric Almirola in the Xfinity race at Indianapolis. Now, I am recording this right after I finished my post-race stream. I know a lot of people might find this redundant if you already watched this, but there is already new stuff about it. And to be completely honest, I think it needs to be shown all in one just nice little thing. Nice little bite-sized bit. So let's look right at it right now. This is the incident in question. Austin Hill gets nudged by Eric Almirola, has an admittedly great save, and then goes right down the track into the 19, sending him into the wall with no safer barrier. Now watch the gloves. That is what you got to watch. Those white gloves that have that great save. He has the car straightened out, and he just hooks
no
Eric
wonder.
Almirola.
I got a
right
fucking
rear
Dover
hook.
set
There's
up in
no
this
other
bitch.
way to call this. There isn't. It's clear as day. And I know it's popular to go ahead and just dogpile on Austin Hill. Call him the big bully. Say all of the stuff that you possibly can about him. But that is clear as day and blatant. And is Eric Almirola innocent by any means in a lot of what he is involved in? No.
Where you get stuff
He
from?
threw bad blocks today. He has had times where he's roughed up Xfinity regulars and also others
Man,
like
let's see
Alex
if this is a
Bowman,
little
for
bit
instance,
easier
everyone
this time.
remembers at Phoenix.
Hey, man, I mean, that
I
bitch ran
get
pretty
people
good
not
for
having
fucking
as
Dover.
much sympathy for him, but no one should be right rear hooked. And this, to me, is a huge test on NASCAR on
Man,
if they are going
once
to
you got her
follow
planted,
through on
she
the
was
rule
turning,
that they
motherfucker.
made all the way back before the season, and the rule goes as such as Bob Pockrass put.
share the
If you
qualifying
get suspended
and
for a
race setup
race,
from
which
Tony.
they have in the past suspended drivers like Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace for the same exact thing at tracks that honestly probably are about the same speed, Cup Series, Xfinity, and all of that. If you get suspended for a race, and not saying that it'll happen here, you give up all of your playoff points earned during the regular season. So you would start the playoffs with 2,000 no playoff points at all. And yes, I know that, maybe there's some weird scenario where if he were to lose that eligibility and have to get it back
Are you guys
or
running
something
the
like
baseline?
that he could maybe be pointed out if that's, again, how the rule
We
is.
got it
It's,
set up on
again,
Baker's garage.
not really something that I think a lot of us thought would be in effect, at least
Mine's
this
up with
soon
Tony, I
after it
just
was
shared
made.
it.
But in my opinion, that is the right way to put it.
What
Again,
garage?
just watching this over, it is so clear
share the McConaughey
that
too? Did
he
you share it to
saves it
$1,000?
and then goes back down the track, gets not
I
only
shared
into
the
the
McConaughey.
19, but the 00, but sends the 19 into a part of the track that has no
Well,
safe
dude.
or barrier, which, but
Yeah,
also
the macaroni
adding to
cheese
this,
setup shop.
why is there a part of the track in modern NASCAR with no
Yes,
safe or barrier? I don't get that. But it's just incredibly unsafe. It's a stupid move in so many aspects. And again, it's Richard
Wait,
Childress
did
Racing.
somebody say the
It's one of the
macaroni and
Austins.
cheese
Remember
setup
Austin
shop?
Dillon last year with the way that he raced Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. And I get there's more debate on that because it's a cup race and because he wrecked two non-popular
have to look-
drivers, or at least less
have to look that
popular
one
than
up.
Eric Almirola, I guess. But either way, same thing applies here where, you know what? Play stupid games. You should win stupid prizes and a big hefty fine. And in my opinion, for Austin Hill, a suspension. I think it's serious that NASCAR has some bark and bite when it comes to this rule. A lot of bite to that bark. But of course, you know what? I am just a lowly YouTuber talking about what should happen in a NASCAR race. What about those involved? Well, right after I got off, Dustin Long had put up video of what Richard Childress had said. Now, keep in mind that this is also after Austin Hill left an expletive-filled rant at NASCAR, totally making his case better. I said it on my post-race stream, and I'll say it again. Every single thing that Austin Hill and that team really did and the way they chose to handle the situation was the wrong choice, was totally the wrong choice in this situation. If you were given a PowerPoint on what not to do, this would be it. But what does the response say of Richard Childress? Well, thankfully, Dustin Long on X put it up there, and now we get to share it all over the internet. Here's what Richard Childress said about the issue.
Nothing. I'll be in bigger trouble than I already am with NASCAR, period.
Do you think Dillon should be suspended?
Do what?
Do you think Austin should be suspended?
Hell no. They didn't do a damn thing to the 2 car when he wrecked Ty and admitted to it, drove him in the right rear and wrecked him at Coda. It's who you are. We're a blue-collar team. They give us trouble all the time.
I can't say I'm surprised. I said it on my stream. I'll say it again. I would have said it had he not said anything. I would be surprised if he didn't. I'd be more surprised if he did not back up Austin Hill. I am not surprised in the slightest that this is what Richard Childress's response to the whole issue is. I'll give him a small kernel on this. I was on team suspend Austin Cindric rather than points penalty on him. I will give him that. But even then, that's the most debatable part of it. And in my opinion, it is just that debatable. But the other parts, really, man? I sorry, no, absolutely not. We're a blue collar team and we're treated as such and it's who you are. I get that that's something that fans will